afternoon, ladies.
Good afternoon.
How is your bowel movement? Think about this question for a moment. This might seem like a silly question, but it is very important. According to CDC, Center for Disease Control and Prevention, colorectal cancer is the second leading cancer-related death and the third most common in men and women in the U.S. I have derived my information from Dr. Richard Adroni, a doctor from medical oncology in Los Gatos, Saratoga, California. He is also the clinical professor of medicine at Stanford University. Allison Gandy's peer-reviewed medical journal article, Diet Appears to Influence Colon Cancer, from Medscape, a web resource that reports the research from Dr. Jeffries from Dana-Farber Center Institute in Maryland. Statistics and research from CDC and also from Johns Hopkins Cancer Center. A person's diet and proper nutrition will decrease the risk in the development of colorectal cancer. A Christian oncologist has the opportunity to help patients with colorectal cancer both medically and spiritually. Not only can they treat them with advanced medicine, they can offer them the hope of our great physician by sharing the gospel message. But when Jesus heard that, he said unto them, They that be whole need not a physician, but they that are sick. Matthew 9:12. The testimony of a Christian oncologist. They can offer encouragement by sharing the news of Jesus Christ, peace that can be found knowing that they are not alone fighting this battle. Compassion, showing love towards their patients who are fighting a dark battle. As every man hath received the gift, even so, minister the same one to another, as good stewards of the manifold grace of God. 1 Peter 4:10. They can also recommend a nutritional plan, something similar to fruits, vegetables, and whole grains, 10 daily servings a day, fiber 20 grams, lean meats, low-fat dairy, intake of good fats, and omega-fat 3. Whether therefore ye eat or drink, or whatsoever you do all in the glory of God. 1 Corinthians 10:31. The preventive care of colorectal cancer. Diet and proper nutrition. Studies have shown a high intake of red and processed meats, sweets, sugars, and refined grain increases reoccurrence of colon cancer and decreases the survival rate of cancer. Oncologists recommend a diet of less saturated fats and salt with a variety of colorful fruits and vegetables. This diet supplies the body with minerals, vitamins, and antioxidants to protect against cell damage and tumor growth. They also recommend limiting alcohol consumption and avoiding tobacco products. High consumptions of animal fats is positively linked to colon cancer, and excess fat causes biles to move into your intestine to digest the fat. When this happens, the change in the bacteria in the intestines lead to cell damage and tumor growth. You can see from the illustration towards my right, this is a healthy colon. When a polyp develops anywhere in the colon, it's a malformation, a little circle that will start pushing out of the colon. If that's not caught in time, that can turn into cancer. Pre-screening test. Signs and symptoms usually do not develop in the early stages of colorectal cancer. So pre-screening can find the polyps that I just described in its early stages before they turn cancerous and they can be removed. Daily exercise, maintaining a healthy weight and staying active. Exercise at least 30 minutes a day with moderate physical intensity. This will keep your body strong and build your immune system to fight off colorectal cancer. Trust in the Lord with all thine heart, and lean not unto thine own understanding. Proverbs 3:5. Diagnosis of colorectal cancer. The risk, the symptoms, and the treatments. Women who suffer from previous cancer in other parts of the body are high risk. Patients who had prior colorectal cancer are also high risk. personal history of polyps, irritable bowel syndrome, inflammatory bowel disease, ulcerative colitis, and family history of colorectal cancer all brings up the percentage rate of you being affected by colorectal cancer. Consumption of fatty fish and a low-fat intake may lower these risks. Symptoms: bright red or dark stool, change in frequency of bowel movement, constipation, stools are narrower. So as you see, when you have a bowel movement, it takes the shape of the colon. If your bowel movement is narrower, there are polyps that are developing within that could be developing along the sides, so as the stool is forming and going down, it's causing your bowel to change. Unknown weight loss, fatigue, and vomiting are also factors and symptoms from colorectal cancer. If you are suffering from any of these that I've mentioned, you need to see your doctor right away. Treatment involves chemotherapy, surgery, radiation, or a combination of any of these. Healthy diet helps withstand effects of treatment. Plenty of water prevents dehydration. Protein maintains muscle mass and repairs body tissues. Carbs and healthy fats fuel your body with energy. Vitamins and minerals maintain normal body function. Omega-3 fats, which are found in salmon, herring, flaxseed, walnuts, and canola oil, helps neuropathy and appetite of the cancer patients. In the words of Marshall Smith, cancer is not a death sentence, but rather it is a life sentence. It pushes one to live. A Christian oncologist can have a positive influence on patients suffering from colorectal cancer. They can help them medically with treatment and lifestyle changes to strengthen their body's immune system. They can also provide them spiritual assurance by sharing the gospel message. God has placed Christians throughout the various occupations, including the medical field, giving them the chance to care and treat patients with advanced medicine and offering them the hope through the great healer, Jesus Christ. I hope this information can be useful for you in your near future. Thank you for sharing this time with me.